Hi everyone, this is Nived. So in this video, we will see how we can develop a custom library using Python code and use in the Robocop. So before starting to develop the custom library, let's get an overview about the libraries and keywords in Robocop. As you all know that for different automation scenarios, we are using different kinds of keywords that are defined under specific libraries. Let's say for web-based automation, we are using RPA.browser library, and for PDF automation, we are using RPA.pdf library, and for desktop automation, we are using RPA.desktop library or RPA.desktop.windows library, etc. And this library contains a different sets of keywords by which we can perform particular action. So what are these keywords, or what is actually a keyword? A keyword is actually a Python function where it will take an input and then it will provide an output. We can actually demonstrate this by an example. Let me just increase the size. So let me first import a library, that is rpa.browser library. Okay. So under this library, there are different sets of keywords. If you search in the keyword explorer, you can find that here. It is rpa.browser library. You can find that under rpa.browser library, there are different sets of keywords like open browser, close browser, switch browser, open user browser, etc. There are different sets of keywords, and these keywords are actually the Python function where these keywords actually take certain input and then it will return certain output in terms of certain actions or in terms of certain calculations, etc. So for that, I will show you with an example. So under this RPA.browser library, we commonly use open available browser keyword. Let me specify it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open available browser. So this open available browser keyword, this is actually a keyword that is present under RPA.browser library. So what does this keyword will do? This keyword will take the URL as an input parameter and it will open that particular URL. So it actually acts like a Python function where it actually receives input as URL, then it will return the output by opening the URL. Okay, so this is actually how keywords will work. So now in this video what I am going to do is I am actually going to teach you how you can create a custom library using Python code, and I will tell you how you can invoke in the Robocop lab. So the next question is why we are actually creating custom libraries. The reason is actually there are certain scenarios where you need to invoke your Python code into Robocop. For example, you had developed a machine learning Python code and you want to invoke it in the Robocop for intelligent automation use case. In that cases, you can utilize this custom library approach where you write your Python code in a particular Python file and then invoke it here by using the custom library approach. So let's see how we can do that. So let me remove all these things. For demonstration, I will use a simple example for this. First, let me create a Python file. Let's rename it as sample.py. Okay, so this sample.py is actually a Python function, or it's actually a Python library. Okay, under this Python library, we are going to define a function. So for demonstration, we are taking a simple function. What does this function will do is it will take two numbers as an input, then it will return the sum of these two numbers as an output. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. First, let's create the Python function that is define addNum. AddNum is the name of the Python function, and then we take two numbers a and b. Sorry. Now let's return the sum of these two numbers. Okay, so return int of a plus int of b, because I'm converting these two input parameters into numbers. Okay, then it will return the sum of these two numbers as output. So under this sample.py Python library, we are defining a function add underscore number. Now let's see how we can call this add underscore number under task.robot. Okay, so for calling this keyword, that is add underscore number method under this task.robot, first we had to import the library. For importing the library, we have to first specify, we have to import the library by using its name, that is sample.py. So we can specify the name of the library sample.py. Okay, now under this you can now since you had imported the library, now you can call your keyword. So actually under this sample.py Python library, we had defined this Python function add underscore num. But when we are calling it in the task.robot, it is actually calling it as a keyword. So robot framework will actually create a name or a keyword name automatically for this that you can see here. So when you call add underscore num in task.robot, you can see like this. 1, 2, 3. You can see add. You can see that actually your robot framework this add underscore num function is called as add num keyword in this task.robot. This is actually a rule of, or it is actually done by this robot framework, because if you see add underscore num is being converted to what add num. You can see that this what whenever you are trying to call this add underscore num function to this robot framework. So the robot framework, what will do is it will actually create a meaningful naming for this keyword by removing this underscore and replacing it with space and capitalizing the words that you can see here, what it has in the output, so that it can create a meaningful keyword name. So that it has been done here. So it is optional, even you can try with add underscore num itself as a keyword name, that we can see later. So now we had called our keyword add num. Now we had to pass two input parameters here. So let me pass, for example we'll pass two input parameters, let's say 1 and 2. So what does it will do? It will add the two numbers 1 and 2, and it will return the sum of these two numbers as an output. So let me store the result of this add num in a variable. Now let me print this number. So for printing this number, we can use this library rpa.core.notebook. So let me use this library notebook underscore print. Let's see whether it is working fine or not. You can see that it adds these two number 1 and 2, and it will output the result. So it's working fine. Okay. So instead of using add num, you can also use like this add num. Okay, it will also work. You can see this add num is actually in the same way. Like you can also directly use this add num function name in the keyword name itself. It will also work fine. You can see here it is working fine. This add num is actually a name for the keyword that is created by robot framework when you are calling the function from the library. Okay, so that's a rule of the robot framework actually. You can see. So this is about how you can create a custom library using Python code in and then using the Robocop. Okay. Also, since here you have add underscore num function, you can add many functions under this sample.py library itself. For example, let me add another function which will do the subtraction. Add underscore num. You will take the two input parameters a and b. Sorry. Then it will return the difference of these two numbers. So let's see whether we can able to call this keyword or not. So instead of add underscore num, we can use sub. Let me just call it here. Let me remove all this. Sorry. Sub. Yeah. Now you have to pass the two numbers as an input to this sub num keyword. Right. Okay. Now we can store the result of this in a variable. Now let me print this number. Yeah. Now let me run this process once again. You can see that this subnum will actually take the difference of these two numbers, which is passed as input parameters to the subnum keyword, and it will result the output as 2. That is the difference of these two numbers 5 and 3. Okay, so now we have seen how we are able to develop a custom Python library and invoke it in the Robocop lab. Now we can see another scenario. Okay, so let me open this window credential.py, which is another Python library I had developed. So you can see that what does this Python library will do. So this Python library will actually help to retrieve or create the credential under the Windows Credential Manager. Okay, so for utilizing this feature, the Python had a package that is called keyring package. So this using this keyring package, you are able to set or get the credential from the Windows Credential Manager. And this keyring is an external Python package. Okay, it is not available in the default Python. So you have to import it by using either Conda installation or pip installation. And as you all know that your Robocop lab or your Robocop workflow run in a Conda virtualized environment. So if you are specifying this conda.yaml file, it will actually run on the specification, or it will actually run on the specification that is done by this conda.yaml file. So this conda.yaml file will contain all the packages that are required to run this particular workflow. And you know that this keyring module, in this example we are using a keyring module, and keyring module is actually a exterior Python package. Okay, so we have to import it separately. And whenever we are using a exterior Python package in the custom library, what we have to do is we have to specify that library in the conda.yaml file. Okay, so that whenever the process is being running, it will automatically install the particular libraries required for our automation purpose. Okay, in this case, when we specify the keyring module under this conda.yaml file, it will whenever this environment is again updated, it will actually install this keyring module which is required for our automation. Okay, so there are two ways you can install the module, either by using conda installation or by pip installation, because there are certain packages which may be available only in the pip installation, and there are packages which may be available both in conda and pip installation. If there is a package which is having conda installation, the Robocop is recommending that only. The reason is because conda installation are much more faster and more efficient than pip installation. Okay, so in our case, we had to utilize this keyring module. So we had to specify this keyring module under conda.yaml. Okay, so either we can go for its conda version or pip version. Since regarding its efficiency, conda version is best. So we can specify the conda version because the keyring actually had a conda version also. So we can go for its conda version. So for specifying the conda version, what you have to do is you have to specify the Python package name along with its preferred version. For getting the version required details, what you can do is you can go to this website https /anaconda.org.search. Then you can search your required Python package, and you can find the version of the Python package, or you can specify it here. You can see that I had already opened this website of this Anaconda website where I had searched this keyring module, and you can find that I can able to find the version of this keyring module here, and you can specify this version under this conda.yaml. And now how you can specify this version number under this conda.yaml, that we can see here. For that you can just specify the package name keyring, next equal to, now you have to specify the version number or the version. So in this case the version is 22.3.0, so you can specify it here, 22.3.0. okay, now you can see that when we save it by clicking on Ctrl plus S, you can see that there's a pop-up will occur. The robot configuration has changed. Would you like to update the lab environment? Since a package has been added into this conda.yaml, so it will a pop-up will appear to update the environment so that it can install the required module. So when we click on update, so it will take some time. Since conda installation is there, it will take like very less time to install the required module. As you can see that our lab environment is ready. It means that it has installed the required modules which is required for our custom library. Okay, now you can directly able to use this Python library under task.robot. So for using this Python library under our task.robot, what you have to do, first you have to import this library. Okay, library into credential.py. Okay, now you can use the now you can use the functions that are present in the library. In this library there are two functions, one is get credential and next is set credential. Get credential actually helps to retrieve the credential data from the Windows Credential Manager by providing the service name of the particular credential, and the set credential actually helps to set a particular credential. Okay, so it is a custom sample library which I had developed for demonstration. So actually I had created a credential in Windows Credential Manager. Let me open that. Okay. So I want to retrieve the credential value. You can see under Windows Credential. Yeah, I had developed a credential that is called as Robocop. So now what I want is I want to retrieve the username and password. So for that what you can do is you can use the which function, get credential function. So let me use that here. 1 2 3 get credential. Now you have to pass the service name as the parameter to this get credential function. Here the service name is what? Robocop. So let me play the service name as Robocop. So let me store this in a variable. Let's say C. Now let me print the value of C to see what should be the value of C. So let me quickly run this. Yeah, you can see that it has outputted the username and password that is coming under the service name Robocop. Okay, so now we are able, it is actually in a dictionary format, so you can able to retrieve the username and password corresponding by using the key value pair method. Okay, so this is how you can be able to write a custom library in the Python code and use it in the Robocop. And here what you had learned how you can able to write the custom library for Robocop, and if you are defining any library or if you are creating any library, if you are using any external packages, how you can specify this or how you can specify these external packages in the conda.yaml. Hope now you have got an idea of what is the use of this conda.yaml. So this is all about regarding the custom library creation in Robocop. Hope you learned a lot, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.